Well, Kansas City continues its work, and as we've said, we've had strong conversations with our team partners for some time, including the Kansas City Royals. You saw a professional services opportunity for the city manager that funds not just professional services as it relates to downtown entertainment opportunities and recreation, but also, of course, the Truman Sports Complex. We care about working on what is the future at the Truman Sports Complex. And as the county executive has said, and others, we're not going to let grass grow under our feet. So we're already speaking to firms and others that look at how you have a repurposed future for the Truman Sports Complex that involves live, work, and play opportunities. Obviously, I think there's been a lot of discussion how at least Kauffman Stadium is likely not a part of that future. There are conversations as to what is the future at Arrowhead Stadium. Those are ongoing. Frankly, there's still questions about the viability of the Kansas Sarbonds deal and all that happens there as well. So we'll continue on those discussions, but also continue the important work of looking at the future of an important part of East Kansas City. And let me say this on behalf of all the people who live over there too. You know, they have taken it on the chin a lot in terms of people saying areas got issues or it hasn't been built up. Big part of that reason is because for years the teams wanted a giant parking lot right next to the stadium. And what we are going to see now is the opportunity to really redevelop and reimagine that area in a way that has not existed since the 1960s, when Mayor Bartle and many other folks, and certainly county leadership at the time, said that is a good place because it's next to a bunch of factories, it's got available land, you actually had some landfill and other things that used to flood in that area. We have better times in many ways. We've done a lot of infrastructure improvement. I think I'm excited about having funding to study the next phase for that, and obviously to study whatever may come in the future of downtown Kansas City.
Right. I guess what's your definition of professional services? What does that mean?
You know, there are a number of different things that are part of professional services. Of course, lawyers like me always take up a big part of that. Okay. You need design professional firms. You do traffic studies. There are lots of things that you may or may not do in connection with how you look to the future of downtown Kansas City. So, of course, we never know what the future holds exactly, but we will always make sure in Kansas City that we're prepared. And so this is really in many ways a continuation of some of the work we're doing, just making sure that we continue to have good, adequate funds for it. And this comes out of a fund that's already dedicated to convention expenditures, tourism, those sorts of things. And so it's part of our fiscally responsible approach to how we continue to fund our research to hopefully facilitate, not hopefully, I've been saying it for years, retaining the Kansas City Royals and making sure we're poised for whatever positive opportunities come both downtown and on the east side.
So what if people who've been watching this, you know, over the stadium, you know, movement over the last couple of years, what should they take away from this? Is this a good positive sign that things are moving in Kansas City? Is this just one little check on a longer list? You know, what should they be thinking right now?
I use this terrible quote all the time, but I'll do it again, right? Oceans rise, cities fall, Kansas City remains, right? It's this idea that while others are having very interesting conversations about what they think or don't think is the future of the team and their community, Kansas City stays professional. You are not going to see angry missives from us. Frankly, you won't see the dismissiveness that I think you've seen from other jurisdictions, both in Kansas and in Missouri, in terms of the teams. We value both of our big four sports league partners. Frankly, we value Sporting Kansas City over in KCK as well. And so we will always make sure that we have collaborative relationships, that we build opportunities for them to succeed, and those collaborative relationships are a good value for our taxpayers. Whatever happens in the future in Kansas City, and I hope it happens sooner, you will see us being cognizant of success for the teams, cognizant of the success of Kansas City, cognizant of the success of our region. For us, this isn't about one state winning or one city winning. I think that is not the way that anyone should see it. This is about how we can have the best opportunity for the region. A great opportunity for the region is going to be downtown baseball in Kansas City. A great opportunity for the region is making sure that that anchor at the Truman Sports Complex is repurposed if necessary for something that's truly valuable and viable for our future. So a headline would be, you know what, I guess I'll let you do it, because I think what I would say is it certainly isn't a bad sign.
There you go, well said. Is it something the Royals asked you to do?
You know, I don't talk about what we talk about with them. All I'll say is that, you know, we've continued to have positive, collaborative discussions with both of our sports teams for some time. Obviously, the Chiefs got into an exclusive arrangement a few weeks back, but on anyone, never say never. And certainly with the Royals, I think the positive momentum I've been feeling for years is something that I still stay fairly bullish about.
Great. Do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, you kind of mentioned the conversations between you and the Royals. Is that still ongoing? And
Sure.
Yeah, how is that conversation going? Yeah.
You know, I think what I would say is this: Kansas City never stopped talking to the Kansas City Royals. And so Some people make a lot of news. I've heard a lot of noise, particularly with baseball, for the last 18 months. Kansas City's been steady throughout. I think we've kept and maintained positive, strong relations throughout. And I won't get ahead of them by piping off in the media about who knows what. We will continue our strong discussions. I think that is a sign of Kansas City's professionalism. When there's news, we'll be sure to share it openly and transparently with the people of Kansas City and this entire region. For us, this is about the entire region. How do we retain this valuable asset here? How do we build up, I think, an even better downtown based on a generation of investment over time? And I'm excited about that. And I think over at the Truman Sports Complex, I value the people of every part of Kansas City, every part of our region. And so rather than dunking on them like some have tried to do in recent times, I think we need a strong 435 and I-70 at every end of our metro area. And I'm excited to see that come to fruition.
Great.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.